Imagine a giant fiery hole in the middle of a vast desert, burning nonstop for over 50 years. It sounds like something out of a science fiction movie, right? But this place is real. It's called the Dervaza gas crater, but most people know it by its much more dramatic name, the door to hell, and the story of how it came to be is just as wild as its appearance. Our story begins in 1971, deep in the Karakum Desert of Turkmenistan, which was then part of the Soviet Union. A team of Soviet geologists was drilling for natural gas. They had set up their entire operation, drilling rig and all, believing they were on top of a massive oil field. But they weren't. They were actually drilling on top of a huge, unstable cavern filled with natural gas. Suddenly, the ground beneath their rig gave way. The earth crumbled and collapsed, swallowing the entire drilling setup and all their equipment into a newly formed crater. A massive hole, about 70 meters wide and 30 meters deep, suddenly appeared in the middle of the desert. Thankfully, no one was killed in the collapse, but the geologists now faced a much bigger problem. The crater was leaking enormous amounts of methane gas. Methane is not only flammable, but it can also displace oxygen, making it dangerous for both humans and animals in the surrounding area. The scientists were worried that the poisonous gas would spread to nearby villages and cause a major disaster. They needed a solution, and they needed it fast. So they came up with a plan that, in hindsight, was a bit of a gamble. They decided to set the crater on fire. The logic was simple. They would burn off the leaking gas, preventing it from spreading. They estimated that the fire would consume all the available fuel in just a few weeks, and then it would simply burn itself out. So they lit a match, and the crater erupted into a giant ball of fire. But the fire didn't go out in a few weeks. It didn't go out in a few months or even a few years. The geologists had severely underestimated the size of the natural gas reserve they had tapped into. Instead of a temporary fix, they had accidentally created a permanent inferno. For over half a century, the door to hell has been burning continuously, day and night, without a single break. The sight is truly something to behold. Picture a crater wider than a jumbo jet's wingspan, and as deep as a 10-story building, completely filled with roaring, angry flames. The heat is intense, and the sound is a constant, deafening roar of fire and gas escaping the earth. At night, the crater's blazing orange glow can be seen from miles away, a surreal beacon in the dark, empty desert. It's no wonder the local Turkmen people started calling it Derwez, which means doorway or gate. And eventually, the more famous nickname, the door to hell. It genuinely looks like an entrance to some fiery underworld. You would think a giant burning pit of environmental concern would be a place people avoid. But human curiosity is a funny thing. What started as a Soviet-era industrial accident has transformed into one of Turkmenistan's most bizarre and popular tourist attractions. Every year, thousands of adventurous travelers and photographers make the long, difficult journey across the Karakum Desert just to witness this incredible spectacle. They camp near the crater's edge, feeling its intense heat and watching the mesmerizing dance of the flames against the night sky. It's an otherworldly experience, a raw display of nature's power accidentally unleashed by human hands. It's the ultimate disaster tourism destination, a landmark born entirely by mistake. However, beyond the stunning visuals, the door to hell poses a serious environmental problem. It continuously releases huge quantities of methane, a potent greenhouse gas, into the atmosphere. This ongoing gas leak contributes to climate change and represents a massive waste of a valuable natural resource. The Turkmen government has been aware of this for years. There have been numerous discussions and proposals about what to do with the crater. Some have suggested trying to extinguish the fire and cap the leak, but this would be an incredibly complex, expensive, and dangerous operation. Others have proposed trying to somehow harness the burning gas for energy. In 2022, Turkmenistan's president even ordered officials to find a way to finally put out the fire, citing both the environmental damage and the wasted gas that could be sold for profit. However, as of today, the flames continue to burn. The door to hell serves as a powerful symbol. It's a stark reminder of the law of unintended consequences. A simple drilling operation, a miscalculation, and the quick fix solution resulted in a 50-year-long fire that has captivated the world. It shows how human actions can have long-lasting, unpredictable impacts on the environment. It's a testament to both human error and the immense, untamable power that lies just beneath the Earth's crust. The scientists who lit that fire are long gone, but the flame they ignited still burns bright, a permanent scar on the landscape. Will it ever be extinguished? Or will the door to hell continue to burn for another 50 years? A fiery monument to a mistake that just won't die? Only time will tell. For now, it remains one of the strangest and most fascinating places on our planet. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as incredible as I did, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more explorations into the world's most amazing and mysterious places. See you next time.